In this video, we're going to speak about how to actually know if a niche is going to work before you even post. This is a question that so many people ask me, and that's why I decided hey, let me just cover this today and let's go over all of this. So before we get started, if you don't know who I am, I'm Steffen. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with faceless YouTube channels, and I've helped hundreds of other people do the same. For example, here Martins, we've helped to make $31,000 in one single month. Yes. Then here a different student where we blew up the channel. Then here a different one where we made $12,000 in one single month. Different one, 18,000, and many more. Now, if you're interested in getting the exact same results, click the first link in the video description, book a free call with me, and let's have a look if it would make sense to work together, and let's see if I can actually help you to get the same results. Now, we do also have a completely free Skool community, which you can check out, will be the second link in the video description. All right, with that being said, I would say let's get started. So the first thing you always need to keep in mind is, how does a good niche actually look like? What is the criteria? And I know I mentioned this over and over again, and trust me, I'm going to show you guys real life channels and everything in this specific video, so make sure you keep on watching. So let's first go over the criteria of a niche, which you kind of need to look for, and this is almost like a must, right? You must look for this, all right? So firstly, there are under 5 smaller channels creating content in this niche that are constantly getting more views than they have subscribers. This means there is high demand and low supply. This is one of the most important things when it comes to YouTube automation or any business model out there. You have to look at where's demand and where's no supply. That is something you need to identify, and this takes a little bit of time to understand. But once you understand how to identify that, then YouTube automation and almost any business model actually gets super easy. Then there are no channels with over 100,000 subscribers, super important. It's very difficult to compete against these big channels, extremely difficult, all right? Then there are no smaller channels failing, very important. If you see a bunch of smaller channels failing, that's a really bad sign that that niche might actually not work for you. All right, so this is huge. Then, because by the way, most people only look at the channels that are winning and never look at the channels that are failing. And that's why so many of you guys are actually failing. Then the niche is not older than 6 months. We don't want to tap into niches that are 100 million years old, all right, or older than 6 months. Then I can create better content than my competitors. Super important, because why should YouTube push your channel if you don't have that, right? We're going to go deeper into this a bit later. Then, am I actually interested in this niche? This is not a must, as long as you build a team that has interest in the niche. And then, is the niche monetizable? Super important, because otherwise you're not going to make any money. Now, a must-have tool for niche research is NextLabs. I would highly recommend it. Most of you guys know it already. I'll show you guys a bit later how you can use it, but you can really use it to make the whole niche research way easier. For example, to find smaller channels, to find competitor channels, all of these things. It just makes it way easier with NextLabs, all right? So if you found a niche that almost ticked all of these, so it doesn't have to be 100% perfect, then I can promise you that you have a 95% chance of your niche actually working, all right? If you can tick almost all of these boxes. Now, if you can tick all boxes, trust me, the niche is gonna work. All right, 100 million%. Now, if it only takes a few, I wouldn't be too perfectionistic here. It's okay. It's okay, because we have a niche testing framework that is gonna let's go through this. I follow this exact process with every single niche I get into to avoid spending money on videos that will never ever work. All right, so I have this specific framework that I kind of use for every single channel I go into, which I'll show you in a second as well. So firstly, we do niche research. All right, then we find a niche. Then we have 4 different options of YouTube accounts we can go for. So either we can go for a new account, we can go for a personal account, we can go for an aged account, and we can go for a pre-monetized account. New accounts are just brand new YouTube accounts. Personal accounts are, YouTube accounts you use on a day-to-day basis. Then aged accounts are just very old accounts. Pre-monetized accounts are just accounts that are already monetized. What would I prefer? I would prefer one of these. All right. Then we choose 2 of these accounts. Okay. Then we choose 5 to 10 video topics. Now these topics they can't be random topics. You have to go to your competitor channels, analyze them, and try to understand what is actually working. All right, what is actually working? Because if you don't have that, it's going to be very difficult. All right. Then what we do is we write the script with ChatGPT. All right, to keep the video production costs low, especially in the beginning. If the niche is good, the channel is going to do very, very well if the videos are good or bad. All right, especially if there's low supply but high demand. All right. And then for the voiceover, we use ElevenLabs. Video editor, we actually hire a freelancer for around about $15 to create the video. This must not be a crazy good freelancer. This can be a very, very basic editing style freelancer, right? Then for the thumbnail, we either hire a freelancer or we just do the thumbnail ourselves. Then for the video's specifics, we need the video to be 1.5 times longer than our competitor video. That means we can keep people on YouTube for a long amount of time. And if we can keep people on YouTube for a long amount of time, that means that YouTube is making more money, all right? And they will push out our videos to more people. Then for the thumbnail and title, this should be as similar as possible to the style of thumbnails that your competitors are doing. Why? Because we already know that this style of thumbnails is working and it will work for us as well. Okay? All right. Then once those videos are done, we actually go ahead to the posting phase. So what we do is we post, skip, post, skip, post, skip, post. All right. Then let me go with scenario 1 where the channel actually works, which I'll show you guys everything in a second, like a real life example. So firstly, you will see that you won't see a lot of views in the beginning. All right. This usually takes 3 to 10 days. This can actually take way longer. I started a channel last year, November, and it only started taking off now after posting the initial amount of videos. All right. But once this is happening and something is taking off, that's the moment where we can now continue to post. You can post daily. I like to post daily because that just increases the chances of actually like making more money with that channel. But then only we start posting more videos because now we know that, hey, we will start to make money from this channel. The next big thing is once this year happens, and if it's a good niche, trust me, it will not take very long for you to get monetized. And that's why you will see that many of our students literally get monetized in like 20 days or something, right? Because of this framework and because of how we pick our niches. Okay, then we have scenario 2 where it doesn't work. And this absolutely happens. It happens to me too, right? Sometimes the niche looks perfect and it doesn't work, right? But in scenario 2, you do not get any views. Now, the reasons for that might be, or why a channel might fail, is because of the niche. Maybe you did not you didn't do it correctly, or the video topics that you picked really, really bad video topics, the packaging isn't similar enough to the competitor channels, or the video length that your videos aren't long enough. I would always highly, highly recommend to create longer videos, or it's maybe just a bad channel, right? That's why we very often, as you can see here, we choose 2 different channels. And why we choose 2 different channels is because we post all of these videos to 2 different channels at the exact same time, all right? To kind of take this year away so we don't have to struggle with a bad channel, right? In case one of the channels is bad, we always have the chance that the different channel is going to be good, all right? Now, in case of a channel failing, right, we just repeat the process. So we just go here to niche research and we start this whole process again. What is very important is that you actually try to understand, why did my channel fail? Why did it not win? All right. If you don't understand that and you just go back and back and back, and the whole time you don't go back and try to understand why something failed, you're going to have a super, super hard time on YouTube. All right. So this process is extremely important to save you thousands of dollars. All right. Let's say, for example, you pay $15 per video. So that means it's going to cost you $150 to test a complete channel, to test a complete niche, not thousands of dollars like most people that go into YouTube automation. They spend thousands of dollars on channels that will never, ever, ever, ever work. All right, so let me actually now just very quickly show you a real life example. But before we get into that, keep in mind, if you're interested in working closely with me, I'll help you pick the niche, all of these things. Then check out the first link in the video description, book a completely free call with me, and we'll see if you would be a good fit or not. And now let's actually have a look. So I'm gonna show you the channel, everything I showed it on this channel anyway. But here we can see, so if we just come here to custom and we go to April, then we can see that there is nothing, all right? So we started this channel completely from scratch. This was a aged channel, all right? Then we go to May, exactly like that. And here you will see that we actually posted 2 videos in one single day. That worked back in the days, doesn't work that well anymore. What we did always back in the days, we literally posted like 5 videos in one day. And then we already knew after a few hours if it's gonna work or not. But for now, just post 1 video every single day, but skip a few days here and there to kind of make it less as an AI channel, all right? So as you can see here, we posted the 2 videos, and for this one, it actually went quite quickly, and I actually waited a bit and I didn't even look at the channel, and you can see that we posted the 2 videos, it started getting views, and I didn't see it, right? Because I thought it normally takes way longer. And then we only started posting again. And it literally took us around about 13 days to get monetized with this channel. As you guys can see here, in the first month then we made $2,800 with this exact channel. Now for the people asking me, why are we not posting on this channel anymore? So if we go, for example, here, it's very simple. It's something with AdSense, if I could say it like that, all right? So I had a channel that got removed. I hope I can say it. And my AdSense kind of took a hit from that. And that's why, you know, we're not actively posting on this exact channel here now. But I can't really go too deep into that because we are on YouTube here. So yeah, hope that makes sense. I hope you guys learned something on this channel or on this with this video here. Let me know how this goes. I highly believe that this niche testing framework 100% works. And then, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you have any questions to this. I'll get back to every question. And then keep in mind, you can book a call with me, the first link in the video description. And then I'll see you guys in the next video.